What's going on, guys? So today we're gonna put this roof rack on that you see on it right now. Got the Victory 4x4 roof rack, and we're gonna go ahead and install it. And we're gonna do it a little differently than they do on their video. So let's get to it. Not much room in the old garage, but I got all the bolts out of it. And then I just gotta lift it up a couple inches there just to get it off the top of the FJ and then haul it out. I think I'm gonna try to install the new one on the FJ rather than build it and then put it on. I'm gonna try because it's raining. I don't have room to build it in my messy garage. So that's one of the boxes there. So I'm just gonna try to build it on top of the FJ. See how that goes. Let me get this one off. All the bolts are out. She's ready to go. I just need a hand to get it out. Try not to scratch the top. Ew. Gross. So now I just gotta pull these little guys off, I think. Oh yeah, they're kind of siliconed on. And then clean this area, and then put new silicone around these holes here. Cool. So their instructions are pretty clear for the most part. The only thing I see an issue with is and all the brackets are marked too. Let's see. So I got front here, and then the other one says middle and then rear, but it's just distinguishing between left and right. They did not mark them that way. So from what I can tell, and see if I'm right here, is this one is going to be the driver's side. So it's got kind of a angle like this, and also that front elongated hole is going to be on the front side. So it'll be like that. And then the middle bracket is, you want, so the round holes goes to your body, to your roof, and then these elongated ones are so you can have some adjustment for your roof rack height wise. But the one that angles to the front is for this side. So the other one will angle to the front there.
Wrong.
To be out like this, because you're actually going to push your roof rack. It's going to be wider than our stock one was, so it's going to kind of come out like that. I hope that makes sense. So then the rear one is it's pretty much straight, but the those elongated holes, you want it to kind of go up at the end there. So yeah, let's get these on there. All right, now we're just going to put a little bit of RTB around the holes. All right, I hope this is right. It seems like it's kind of coming over the contour, or it's right at the contour of the FJ. So we'll see. Hopefully I didn't put these on backwards. But I'm going to get them on. I'm going to get them snug, and then I'll come back around after we put the whole rack together and then actually tighten them down. So if you're doing this alone, you can kind of, this side piece is pretty light. I just kind of put it up, and I put it on the inside of the rail, which it goes on the outside. But for right now, to kind of hold it there so it's not scratching up my paint and stuff, I put it on the inside, kind of sitting on the ledge, and then just put one screw in here, and then I should be able to lift it up and over on there. We'll see. It came with like these little foam pieces, so I'm gonna put one underneath the corner here and go lift up on that end down there. Oh, that worked doing that, but my thing is now, and it looks like it fills the contour pretty good. And then the middle bracket, it's about right here, but we have holes over here. So that's wrong. Those must be on the wrong side, even though when I looked at their little video they did on a FJ, he said that it turns to the, goes forward. So that's what I did. So the back, looks like it follows the contour pretty good. I got this foam under here just in case, but and I have it all the way up too, so I mean it can come down a little bit. But I don't know, this just doesn't look right. I'm hoping it's mostly just that middle bracket. I thought it would hug the lines a little better, be in a little bit more. I haven't seen one on a vehicle other than a video, so this might just be how it is. But that the middle bracket's obviously wrong. But I'm thinking this is right, because this hole, it goes through the other part of the bracket, and so that makes sense because how this angles down, and that's the, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of makes sense because it's the back of the vehicle slopes, so those holes are kind of lined up there. So those ones make sense. I think it's just the middle ones are backwards, so I may hop up there and switch those around. So probably just my misunderstanding, because when he said it goes forward on the Victory 4x4 YouTube video, he probably meant like this part goes forward, you know, because they built it on the ground and then put it on the vehicle, where I'm building it on the vehicle. So I thought this part goes forward. So if that makes sense. Anyway, these are backwards. Let me switch them around. There, the middle ones are in there now. That's in the correct spot. Now it's time to put in the crossbars, and then we can put in the other side piece. Got some decent weather, so I can have some room spreading stuff out. So I got the back panel there. This looks like the front panel, and then all the side, or the support bars. I'm concerned with this front bar though, because I don't know, unless the one without the light bar is a lot bigger. I'm supposed to have the one with the light bar, so we will see if they sent me the right one here shortly. I saw the light bar brackets, so that seems right, but we'll see. I'm thinking it's right because it's got like kind of that flare at the end where it kind of angles over. I would imagine it would just be straight if it was not through the light bar, but it does look awfully high. Yeah, they definitely sent me the non-light bar front, so it says or. So I'll keep digging through the box and see if they sent me both, but if not, then I'll have to contact them and have them send me the light bar front. Right now these are super loose in here. I just got them setting in there so I can get the other side done. I got the piece of foam there just in case it falls off. Right now it's kind of sitting on top of that other mount over there, so I gotta get that side in. But me do all 8 of the supports going through these slots here, and then we can go put that other side rail on. Right now I'm trying to use these foam pack pieces. I think I got 1 or 2 more, so it kind of looks like I can probably put 2 rails on them. I'm not extremely worried, or else I'd put a blanket down, or I would just install it on the ground, but this is working. I also noticed they only put these little slots in here on the one end. It's not on the other end. They don't have another set like in the middle, so when you mount your stuff, you're gonna have to drop your bolt in here and then slide it all the way down. I wish they would have put some on the middle or on the other end, you know, maybe 3 spots or 2 spots at least. But you only have 1 spot, so I'm putting all mine on the driver's side just to make it simple, so I don't have something on the passenger side and have to switch it around. All right, so now I got this side bracket in, all the crossbars are in, so now I just gotta bolt them up on this side, pull the foam out, and we should be good to put the front and the back fairings on. And like I said, they definitely sent me the wrong front fairing, so I'll reach out to them. Hopefully they can hook me up, because I was going to put the light on, but definitely don't need it right away, so that's good. It could have been worse. So now earlier I put like this one over on that side. We put it close to this end and close to this end just so I could share the foam. But now I'm starting to put them in the middle, because it has those adjustable, you know, slots there, so it'll help you line up your roof rack or whatever you're putting on the top. So nothing's going on the top right now, so I'm just gonna put mine in the middle. All right, now I'm just pushing this rubber seal on here so it doesn't scratch my paint. And then we'll clip off the excess and then use the excess on the back. So I've got about this much left, maybe 10 inches or so, maybe a foot. So I'll just cut it in half. The other side only touches, or possibly touches in 2 spots. So I'm gonna cut this right there in half for the back. All right, so I put basically one, and I did the bottom one and on this side, and then had it just kind of sitting over there, and then went and put the bottom one on the other side. And then I went ahead and put these in. So now I just got to go over there and put the other 2 in, and we're good on this front fairing. And then I'll do the back, which is pretty much the same. I think it's only 4 instead of 6 fasteners. So looking good. I can neither confirm or deny, but I think my sidebars were bent a little bit. They weren't packaged as well as some of the other pieces, and they were in a really long, flimsy kind of box. So it was kind of awkwardly long, you know, because it's the whole length, you know. So it's like 8 feet instead of like the 6-foot box or 5-foot box the other one was. So I don't know. I feel like it's okay now because I'm putting all these supports in and kind of pulling it back to true. So everything should be all right. But I think they were kind of bent and was giving me some troubles, you know, lining everything up. But that and building it on the car, I don't know. Maybe building it on the car was actually better, because might have been a lot harder to line up those bolts for the mounts. There's not as much play and movement there. So on the back piece, it's mostly just these corners that they really worry about on the ends here. So I guess it kind of bows up here in the middle and you don't have to worry about it. So they're saying just to put these you know, 6-inch pieces now basically right there on both sides. So let's do that. All right, well, it's all done. Everything's all tight, and it's supposed to rain and snow here soon, so we'll get to make sure it doesn't leak on me. Let's see if I can get some B-roll shots or some pictures or something later, if I get some good lighting outside tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.